Hello there, welcome back to the Jaffa Factory with this very bewildered Enderman. I'm not looking further up, but yep, bro is just trapped on that belt. I'm not quite sure what to do about this situation. Oh well, but we're not here to work on the second floor. We are here to work on the rest of the farms that need doing. On the map, I've added 3 new stations for Sea Pickle Farm, Milk Farm, and Eggs Farm, and so I'm going to try to get through those today. Oh, before I get to that, I should show off the new quests that I made for The Factory Must Grow. I'm going to have to manually work through these and just like claim them because I already did them with the blast furnace and coke ovens. But you know, there's a lot more stuff to go through, and this is available. I made a tutorial for how to essentially work with this mod. Oh, I have something unclaimed here. These quests, the create and these two, they're just lifted from Mr. Beardstone's Perfect World 2. Also, a few extra things. Sorry about the delay on this video. My assistant and I have been trying to align our schedules for something special. Instead of being a tag in, tag out, you know, one at a time sort of deal, we wanted to actually, you know, properly have a session where we can sit down together and play. But from this point on, I'm not going to call her my assistant anymore. I might as well call her by part of her username, Anti. Yes, that is what she is called now. So get used to it. Yeah, Anti and I tried to align our schedules so that we could properly play together, and it's been a mix of her being ill and other stuff going on in real life. Sadly, she and I will not be collaborating both in real time today, and she probably won't even be in this episode. So that means I'm gonna have to make these 3 farms on my own. I've gathered these fellas from across the plains and did some breeding on them. Oh, another thing of note, I got Astra working. I don't know what was causing it to crash before. Theoretically, it could go to the moon or something. A few knock-on effects means there is yet one more type of steel, and this one can be made with charcoal. Yeah, look at how many different steel nuggets there are. Yikes. So, which farm to work on first? I feel like the Sea Pickles one is going to be the easiest because I already plan to use a bunch of botany pots for it. You know, I kind of want to theme the farm a little bit, so I might go for this clamshell, or I can have a mix of colors. Very jealous you guys get to watch the sped up version of this. Let's see how this looks from the outside. Nice. Maybe in a little bit I'll add some fish, but I think I'm gonna go take a break and think about how I'm gonna do the chicken farm. So unfortunately, in preparations for the egg farm, I've accidentally started a whole ecosystem of hostile mobs. Well, it's cleaning out time. That's a lot of creepers. And a lot of lag. I should have turned off shaders before I did this. There we go, we won't have that problem over here anymore. I should make more of those for the rest of the farms, because mob spawning in there is going to be a problem. Alright, so I think I'm just going to make a decently large enclosure for the chickens. Alright, that looks like it could hold a decent number of chickens. Let's see how many chickens we get out of this. Come on, fellas. Into the pen you go. Now, for how I'm going to accomplish this chicken farm, I have a bit of a controversial idea. I know at the start of the series I said no Jaffa ingredients should ever be put inside a weird machine. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, the accumulator from Thermal series looks really tempting for this. You just place it down in the field and they suck up all the eggs and they don't disturb the chickens at all. But does that count as a weird non-create machine? It's not doing anything to the eggs, it's not crafting them into anything. All it's doing is picking up the items off the ground. I did also consider maybe having a hopper minecart run under here, but I feel like that would get stuck randomly. Like, you know, saving, loading the world, it would just stop moving for whatever reason. I've had that happen before. Until I come up with a better idea, I'm going to craft a couple of these accumulators. Let me know what you guys think. That's what the comment section's for. If it's any consolation, this is going to take all of the ender pearls that I have. I do want to also craft these range upgrades, so let's get to it. You know, one thing that annoys me about the Thermal series is that they give all of their items and machines these weird names. This is just a range extender, but it's called Radial Enhancement. And the problem is it's just unsearchable. But yeah, when I go to search in JEI, like, I don't even know what to put half the time. There are a few that are fine. Then you get to the Phytogenic Insulator, Alchemical Imbuer, Sequential Fabricator, Igneous Extruder. At least when you search trash, the nullifier comes up. Okay, that should be able to pick up all of the eggs. And if any other items get in there, I'll have one of these brass funnels to filter it out and throw it in lava. Okay, so in order to extract these eggs from the top of the machines, I've come up with this overly complicated idea where I'm going to put fans on top of here that suck the items out. Alright, let's get putting this together. Now hopefully, just by random chance, this turns the correct direction. It absolutely does. And there go the eggs. Slap casings absolutely all over this thing. The FPS is looking pretty unfriendly again. Look at that, just river of eggs. It should stop pretty soon as this one empties out. So let me just go ahead and pretty this up and we'll have a look at how it runs. Maybe just add a little bit more support. And yeah, I think I can call that done. And of course, with more chickens in there over time, the rates will definitely increase from this. Which is good, because if I wanted the rates to increase from any of my other farms, I'd have to make them bigger. This one, just add more chickens, really. Okay, running into a little bit of a problem here. You see that? I was taking multiple attempts to break the dirt. I think the internal server is lagging. I'm not entirely sure if this is exactly healthy for the server, so I'm just gonna not do that. Also, I'm starting to have a bit of a revelation about the sea pickle farm. We need them in the lime dye form. I think it would be worth it to have like millstones here. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Bruh. Bruh.
I hope this just straight up works now to get all of these sea pickles. Yep, just work them out. There we go. You're gonna have to process a lot of stuff, little buddy. As for the green dye, you just make a barrel for that. Again with the rain. How are the eggs looking after all that time? Ooh. I don't really want to make it worse for these guys because they're already looking kind of cramped. Then again, I am seeing a decent number of eggs on the belt. I think I'll let it be. Let's not think about bottlenecks before they happen. Now, while you can make some incredibly compact milk farms, which like only take up one block or something, it's ridiculous. Yeah, we can't do that to these fellows. But I do have an idea, and the idea may involve... When did this go missing? Anyway, I'm thinking because deployers on contraptions tend to move pretty quickly, like the tree farm over there. You have a pen of cows like this, and then the deployer goes across them, sucking up all the milk. I don't know, it's an idea. Maybe I'll prototype it in Creative a bit before I try building it. So after prototyping a bit in Creative, I honestly think I made the cow farm a little bit too powerful. Next episode, we'll get to building the cow farm. Remember, YouTube gives you plenty of tools to show your appreciation, give feedback, and stay tuned for future uploads. Make sure you use those tools well. Goodbye.